Hello everyone. Basically, this is going to be a mod review of my new mod, Alchemist Chalk, which the idea was given to me by Casual as Carbon on TikTok. And first, you'll need to craft the Alchemist Chalk using 2 redstone and 1 bone meal. And with the Alchemist Chalk, you create your first transmutation circle. And you need a 3x3 area. And once you just right-click the ground, and the first transmutation circle that should appear is the Chrysopoeia circle. I low-key didn't know any fancy alchemist word for transforming something less valuable into something more valuable, and I'm probably gonna change it later in the next update because I can't even pronounce it. I looked all over. Chrysopoeia. Chrysopoeia.
Chrysopoeia.
Chrysopoeia. Chrysopoeia?
Chrysopoeia.
Yeah, Chrysopoeia. The pronunciation is like, ugh, it's insane. But using the
Chrysopoeia.
whatever, if you right click it, let me switch game modes. If you right click it, you will lose 3 XP, but it will emit these particle effects, letting you know that it's activated. And with the Chrysopoeia circle, you could do lots of things, but the first few things you could do is upgrade your material. So if you have 2 copper, you get 1 iron, and if you got 4 iron, you get 1 gold, and if you have 3 gold, you get 1 emerald, and with 2 emeralds, you get a diamond. And this is just a basic way to upgrade your material with just XP and like more of your material. There's some more recipes like turning 4 coal into redstone, which is, I don't know, might change that later, and 2 redstone into glowstone. And you could also, if you, for example, have some seeds and you don't want to spend time growing them, or you're out there in the world and you don't have a safe place to farm, you could just plot down a transmutation circle and just get the crops with a little bit of XP. So let's activate it. 3 wheat seeds gives us 1 wheat, which for the time I'd say is fair. I don't know. Might change that later. And beetroot seeds if you want beetroot. And then oh yeah, if you also right click the circle, it will tell you if it's activated or not, because not many people have the particle effects activated. 3 pumpkin seeds if you want pumpkin, and 3 melon seeds if you melon. And another thing with the
Chrysopoeia.
circle is you could also convert pumpkin into melon and melon into pumpkin. So it's a 1-to-1 transmutation. Some more 1-to-1 transmutations are lapis, diamonds, and leather. Essentially, if you have a diamond, you can turn it into a gas tier, and if you have a gas tier, you can use a diamond. You could turn lapis, you could turn amethyst into lapis, and amethyst into amethyst, and you could turn leather into, well, raw flesh, which is not the best transaction, but you could also transform raw flesh into leather. So the next circle we have up, if you have chalk in your hands and you right click the center of the circle, you will switch the type of circle. So this is the deconstruction circle, and with the deconstruction circle you could essentially reverse or uncraft any item as you can see, I just uncrafted this piston. So there's some rules to this. If an item is enchanted, it won't uncraft it. If an item is not at full durability, it won't uncraft it. So you can see here, if it's not at full durability, it will tell you with these particle effects, and if it's enchanted, it just won't do anything. Because I'd rather not the player lose their good enchantments because they accidentally drop it. And yeah, but you could essentially uncraft anything you want. And last but not least, drop everything back in here. The last circle is the Purification circle, and you might be wondering what it is. It's all it does is, but if you have 10 levels, you can right click the circle and you'll see these particle effects, and all the circle does is remove any curse effects. So if you have Curse of Vanishing on your sword and you have really good enchantments on it, or you have a Curse of Binding on your chest plate, you just remove the curse. But there's also a price to pay with using the circle. If you don't have 10 XP, let me set my XP to 0. Sorry, 0. If you don't have 10 XP, or you will get cursed. So there's 7 curses in total, and they're completely random. But you just have to. This one's scary. This one's actually. Oh, yep, there it goes. With each curse comes a price. So essentially, you pay with curses to get rid of a curse. There are 7 curses, as I said, that are completely random, so you won't know what you get next. Most of them are really deadly, so you gotta be very careful. But just get some XP and you'll be fine. But as you can see, the circle was activated and you lose the curse on your tool or armor. But that's pretty much it for the mod review. I hope you guys thought this was informational enough. Have fun.